Hey, how's it going? James here from Master Concept Hong Kong, back with a part two of my previous video. In the part one, I showed you a scenario. My colleague asked me, how can I show a percentage of my users who placed an order within 7 days of signing up? A typical activation metric question, looking at people who did something within a certain number of days uh, after signing up. In the previous example, though, I used a cohort which was kind of strict. This cohort looked at people who signed up in the last 7 days and then did a crypto purchase. But what if I want to see people who purchased, or say, for example, signed up anytime, like maybe 3 months ago, within 7 days of 3 months ago, they placed an order or completed a crypto purchase? Well, in that case, you can either look at the, again, cohorts under insights and look at the trend of the cohort, for example, over time, and then kind of see if it's going up or down, if it's good or healthy. That's great as well. I don't use that too often, to be honest, but there are certain use cases where it's really useful. In this scenario, actually, what I could do instead is use a funnel report. A funnel report is very nice because I can do 2 steps or more in sequence. And this was completed go purchase. But I can also control the window. So within 7 days, right? So that's the window we saw earlier with that cohort, but now I'm actually controlling the window here instead. And again, I'm showing uniques. I'm not showing totals or sessions in this case. So this is the past 30 days, starting Feb 26th to today, March 28th. So again, March 28th is a bit awkward because if they entered the funnel today, the window isn't really 7 days. It's actually only 1 day. So it's a little bit kind of too strict or awkward or weird. I can actually change this again if I want to do, say, whatever, the last 30 days ending 7 days ago. That way, it at least gives that last piece of the what do you want to call it, cohort or time frame, a fair chance to actually convert, right? They enter on that time and they have 7 days to convert. A little bit of tweak there. And here we see the funnel. So we see the last 7 days, 30 days ago, ending 7 days. I can also change that to say, whatever, 90. Now this is the average value over the past period of time. Again, the conversion window is still 7 days, so it's windowing over the period of time. In my opinion, very, very cool, very powerful because the windowing is done really quickly. I can also see, again, funnel trends and see how this is going in terms of the 2 steps, right? Demo data set, so maybe this is kind of odd, incomplete, but could be realistic. But now I can actually see how this conversion 7-day window is actually over time changing, right? I can change the kind of window period, or you can call it tick, to a week instead. It makes a bit of sense. And look at that. We're getting a conversion rate of 63%, and it's also based off of uniques. So that means 60% of people who did sign up eventually confirmed their crypto purchase within 7 days, right? And this is the window it tells you here. If you see over the hover, right? March 14th to March the 20th. March 21st to March 27th. Great. So here you go. That's a pretty interesting way to look at it. And again, if I go back to the funnels instead of funnels trends or time to convert or frequency, really cool. But that's fine. Over this last 90-day period, I'm seeing the average, right? And this average is 29.54%. Right? Great. If I also want to see other thing that's really cool, I can add, average time from first step or conversion from first step, but it's only 2 steps anyways. Anyways, the average time to convert is 3 days. Very interesting. A metric here, and total number as well is also here. But this is all I have to show for this question, and I think the funnel probably is a better way of doing this than the cohorts. But again, both are useful for their own reasons, of course. Hope that helps, and take care. Ciao.